Welcome back to Palmetto Playbook. We are officially back for the first time in 2025. A lot has changed since the last episode. For example, the Buffalo Bills lost and the football season is over, and I'm sad.
We're just picking off the Band-Aid.
And this is my Josh Allen lock screen, so it's going to be okay.
There's positive news.
Not with the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
No. But on this episode today, we're joined by CCU Club Hockey players to talk hockey.
That is exciting.
As a girl from the Northeast,
this is
girl
true.
from Canada, this is a big deal. So over here on our side, we have Jack Shapiro, goalie for CCU, and Matt Crouch, defenseman for CCU Hockey.
Yep.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, they speak in unison. Wow.
Goalie and defenseman.
You're like, hey, we gotta be on the same page. Guys, this is a big deal for us. We anytime we get a chance to, we talk hockey.
We do.
But before we get into the hockey game, we gotta talk about the Chiefs. We gotta talk about the Eagles because you're from Philadelphia.
I was at the
Or you're
game.
Pennsylvania.
You were at the game?
I drove up to go to the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. Oh, I'm sorry.
I
guess no. For you, if you
No, for you, it's
in my head,
okay.
I was thinking the Chiefs-Bills game.
Oh,
Sorry.
No. Okay, I gotta ask then.
That's insane.
What was your reaction to the Commanders literally just deciding to leap
Not show
over
up?
Well,
was
that
pretty
too,
funny,
but the
honestly.
leaping over the Eagles
I
twice,
think-
almost 3 times.
It kind of felt like their dad was telling them like, don't do it again, or I'm gonna because they were like, if you do it again, we're gonna give them the touchdown. So I was like,
Right.
I didn't even know that was a rule.
That you can't leap over people?
You can't do the same penalty like up to
Yeah.
3 times in a row, or else you get warned. Yeah.
Oh.
Or any
How are
kind
they
of any kind of flag, I think, not just encroachment. If you repeatedly do something over and over again, and then like it's intentional, I think they could just give the other team a touchdown.
Yeah. So who's
you know?
number 4 for the Commanders? Whoever number 4 is, jumped, leaped
I saw
like
the videos.
over them twice. He almost did it a 3rd time.
Yeah, I honestly stopped watching when the game was truly being blown out. And
Yeah.
like those games like, in a playoff setting aren't even enjoyable because it's like these are the top 2 teams.
It was enjoyable.
I mean, for you,
liked
of
it a
course.
lot.
For you. Yeah, I was at Lincoln Financial Field for the Temple CCU game, and I'm sure it
Really?
was much more filled up for an Eagles game than it was for the Coastal one because there was nobody there.
But Jack, you were from North Carolina.
I am. Yeah.
So who do you cheer for?
I'm actually a Cowboys fan.
Oh,
How?
You know what? I actually like that better than being a Panthers fan. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's from my dad. He grew up a Cowboys fan, so he kind of just passed it on to me, all the eternal depression and everything that comes with being a Cowboys fan. So.
She knows she's a Bills fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a 49ers fan. We did not have a good year, so.
How do you feel about the Cowboys being called America's team? Because I hate that.
I mean, at this point, we're not.
Right.
Like, I think I saw something a couple weeks ago that we're actually the most hated team in the NFL.
I don't know. I
So-
think
Over
the
the
Chiefs
Chiefs?
have you
Yeah,
beat.
over the Chiefs.
I don't know.
We're 1-2, but I think we're 1.
Here's my thing. New England, when they went on that big streak with Tom Brady era and you were winning, you like couldn't even fault them. You didn't like them, but you couldn't hate them that bad.
Oh,
like,
you
the
could.
Chiefs, it's so easy to hate the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I don't
mean,
know.
Like, pretty boy Pat Mahomes winning another Super Bowl ring, it's just like,
It doesn't
not
sit
getting it.
right.
no.
He's not getting it this year.
No.
Can anyone
tough.
feeling like a
It's Eagles,
Tanya
I'm
Harding?
telling
I do love Tanya Harding. I also love the movie.
Yeah, there we go.
It's great.
But we came to talk about hockey. So we're gonna talk about some hockey.
Exactly.
Switching gears, but staying in the National League. You guys, okay, so PA,
Flyers,
Flyers.
big time.
Are you a big Gritty fan?
Yes.
Really? Do you really? That guy gives me nightmares.
He's kind of scary.
He's funny.
Did you see the most recent antics he was doing where he was holding a bop it? And then it was the LA Kings, I think they were playing, and it was like, bop it, kick it, and then it like pans to an LA Kings fan and he kicks the fan, and then he goes, tase it, and then he pulls out a taser and he tases the fan.
No.
That was
That's some
funny.
nightmare fuel.
That was really funny, actually.
No, that's
Also the most like Philadelphia sports fan thing ever.
Philly sports fans scare me.
They're crazy.
Like, do you end up in the riot, like in the?
I had to break up a fight actually at the game a couple times.
Oh my gosh. What was the
I-
celebration like after being
Oh, the
part of
streets
that?
were like flooded. It was crazy. I didn't go out to Broad Street because I had to drive right home, so I didn't miss class. Did not
Yeah,
miss
coach,
class.
That's important.
professors. He
Yep.
did not miss
Yep.
class.
I actually got 100 on my quiz that day too. So.
Oh.
Did you?
Yeah,
In what?
not to brag. Math.
Math.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Hate math.
I was a
Yeah.
comm major. I didn't have to take math.
But it was. I saw pictures of it, and it was. Some of my friends were there. It was insane.
How long does that drive?
It was like 9 hours.
Oof. I mean, I love my
That's
teams,
awful.
but I don't know if I would do that. And then, would you then be a Hurricanes fan?
I am a Hurricanes fan.
That's actually pretty good then. You've had a pretty good run. I hope
Yeah.
you lose, but you had a pretty good run.
Yeah, we had an like. I'm just so tired of losing in the second round. So.
Excuse me, the Winnipeg Jets have lost in the first round or second round in the last however many years.
Yeah, I'm just. But I think getting Rantanen is great, and I love it.
And Taylor Hall, too.
And Taylor Hall.
I like
They
Taylor
keep
Hall.
calling that a blockbuster deal, but I think everybody else lost except for the Hurricanes. Like the Hurricanes are like, all right, you want to join in on this deal? Take the scraps.
Yeah, like Chicago literally, because they got their own third-round pick back. So they're literally traded Taylor Hall for 50% of Mikko Rantanen's salary.
Sucks to be Taylor Hall.
It's like they weren't even paying
They're like,
attention.
you're not worth anything. Well, thank you. Yeah, no, but you guys always frustrate us whenever we play you guys, being the Winnipeg Jets, as if I'm a Jet or something. But but I always tell myself that I'm going to go to Raleigh to see the Jets play the Hurricanes.
It's a great time. Lenovo Center does a great job. Like,
I've never been, but I've always tell myself I'm going to go, and it's always like in March or something, and I'm busy.
yeah, it's a really good time. It's gotten like so expensive now though, because they keep winning.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was
You
a
have a
kid.
team that sucks.
Yeah,
Steve.
Yeah, when I was
Are you hitting you?
like growing up, when I would go to Canes games, it would be like $50 lower bowl, $5 hot dog, go home. Like it was awesome, but now it's stupid expensive.
I have a very funny story. So, I love hockey. Grew up in Canada, obviously, born and raised, fantastic. My husband never been to a professional hockey game, and I take him to his first college game at UND, and we were already juniors. Last year, his friends, they were in Raleigh. I had no idea. I didn't even know where they were, and he's like, "Oh, we're gonna go to a pro hockey game," and I go, "Oh, cool." Not thinking, I thought he was in Charlotte, so I thought maybe it was the Knights up there?
The Checkers.
The Checkers, thank you. The Knights are the baseball team. And he sends me a picture, and he's 3 rows from the glass at a playoff game for the Carolina Hurricanes as his very first game. And then there's a picture now that the Canes, they won that game. I can't remember who they were playing. There's a picture the Canes posted on their Instagram page, and you could if you just zoomed in far enough, you could see my husband because he's not wearing any Canes stuff, and his friend's wearing a Whalers jersey, so they're the only two people who stick out in the crowd. And I'm like, as your wife, it's taking me everything not to divorce you for not taking me, but I get it. And tickets like those right now, they would be super expensive, and I'm like, your friend just offered to take you.
Yeah.
So that is. Now, if they get into playoffs this year, even if they don't play the Jets, that's his agreement is he's got to take me to a playoff game, third from the glass, because I need to see that experience. I need to be on that magazine. But no, there is no experience like being in an arena. But this might be a hot take. My preference, I don't like sitting anywhere below the glass. I like to be just at the top glass level, maybe in the 200s if you're in that section.
Okay.
Because you can hear everything over the glass.
Yeah.
You can hear it on the ice better. And I like to hear all
I personally like sitting upper level center ice, because that's a broadcaster, that's the broadcast view, and I like so I can actually watch the hockey game and not be tucked away in a corner.
That's fair. When I used to work, so when I was in college and I would sit in the press box, that is the best view. You just see everything. Plus the press box has all the goodies. So
the press box, so for the Syracuse Crunch, their press box is up on a catwalk. You have to climb a ladder. You literally climb a ladder. You walk up these weird stairs into the catwalk. You have to walk across it. And then literally each person has their own individual box that's made out of wood that seems so old. And you sit up there and it's just creaking every time you move.
That's horrifying.
It's scary.
pay me enough.
It's terrifying. It's a good view because you're literally on the ceiling, but yeah, it's freaky.
what if you get vertigo and pass out?
Too bad. You're stuck there. I don't know.
Oh my God, no, could not. Would not
Climbing
be me.
down the ladder is the scariest part, especially if you brought a bunch of gear and you were putting it up there with you.
Would not be me.
Yeah.
Absolutely would not be me. My mouth, Lord's ears, not me.
Nope.
Okay, we've had our little, not off track because it's straight on track.
Little
with hockey.
icebreaker.
But, but now we want to talk about club hockey, CCU hockey. So you guys are in the ACCHL.
Yep.
D34 Club Hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
something
is like, Tegan and I have gone back and forth about this. This is not an easy thing to keep track with. Like, I thought like most college hockey or most college sports were confusing, but like trying to follow the system that you guys do, bless.
No, it's so confusing. It's like, it's so much because there's so many different, like, because there's like 8 divisions in the ECCHL.
Oh my gosh.
Because there's like Division 2, there's like 3 Division 2s, like 2 or 3 Division 3s, because some of the teams are in the ECHA, some of the teams are in the AAU, and it's like a million different things.
But
That's a
somebody
lot.
keeps track of it for you guys. You guys know who to play.
Yeah, there's a website.
There's a website. They're like, yeah, we got it. It's fine.
They tell you when and where to show up, and you do.
And Matt, you're the co-president or the president for the
Vice
club?
president this
Vice
year.
president for the hockey team.
Yep.
What do you do for the program then? Like, what's that job?
Basically, like, well, Colin McAdams is the president now, and he was like, yeah, shout out Colin. He was kind of like training me up for when he graduates next year. So it's really just a lot of like booking, like hotels, sheets of ice, like sometimes bus trips. So basically all the paperwork.
Oh, that's
Fun.
super exciting.
Yeah.
And so this is your second season with the team?
Yes.
And yours as well?
Yep.
Booking ice. This is something that I swear we talk about every season. You guys don't play here.
Nope.
Because there's
I
no
wish we
ice
did.
rink here.
There's no ice rink.
No,
I don't know how many
no ice
times we've
rink.
said that. Bring some ice to the Grand Strand, please.
Please.
There's a roller rink.
There's a roller rink.
Couldn't you just turn that into ice?
I
People
wish.
have proposed some weird spots for ice rinks around here. At one point, somebody wanted to turn the Pelican Stadium into an ice
Well, they
skating
do
rink.
that with the Knights.
Yeah.
I keep confusing the baseball team and the hockey team. They do that with the Knights baseball field
Yeah.
in Charlotte.
Well, they need to figure out how to do it here. Although that place is smaller. I feel like
Yeah,
it
it
wouldn't fit an ice rink.
But you were saying, so you guys don't play here. You play in Charleston?
Yes.
Yeah.
Carolina Ice Palace.
Carolina Ice Palace. So do you book that, or is that like, I guess when you don't have a home necessarily here,
Yeah.
is that something that they like, you have to book every time, or like how do you deem that your home ice?
Basically, it's just where we go the most. Like, that's the only reason why.
That's where we practice like once a
Yeah.
month,
Oh, so
Once a
you only
month?
want
give or take.
Yeah.
for real?
Like maximum 3 or 4 times a semester.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And you guys are just like, you guys have won championships, but practicing once. That's such a subtle flex. Like, hey, we practice once a month. We're practically like beer league practicing, but we're winning championships.
Wait,
That's
so
exactly what it is,
Yeah.
actually.
if you practice there once a month, are you guys playing games there as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So how
where-
many games are you playing like per semester?
Every weekend is a doubleheader weekend, so we'll play like Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
We had a lot of cancellations last semester. We were supposed to be in DC. We were supposed to be in Daytona Beach, actually, too. Those 2 weekends got canceled, so we only ended up playing 3 or 4 games last semester. And then, what do we have, 8 this semester?
I think we have 12 plus playoffs
Whoa.
plus
Yeah.
nationals.
Oh, I was trying to, I don't know. Yeah.
He's like, something like that.
Yeah.
So you have like 8 to 12 games still this, like, or how many more?
We
how many
played
have you played
2
We've
last
played
weekend. Or, yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's hard to keep track of all this stuff.
So far? It's okay.
Last weekend was canceled because of the snow, and then we have College of Charleston on Friday.
Okay.
And is that in Charleston?
Yes.
Yeah.
And wait, so that's
But
their
in
home
your-
rink too,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So who's the home team and are they the home team, I'm guessing, and you're the away team in that one?
Well, sometimes it's like we'll sit on like the away bench the first game, and the home bench the second game. Like, feel like,
Interesting.
yeah, it's kind of
So a little
split it.
Kind of a
trade-off.
split.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm pretty
That's
sure.
kind of cool,
don't they have
playing in
their
the
own
same
locker?
place.
Yeah, and
They have their own
Charleston.
locker room. We don't get
Charleston has their own locker room, and then
So do you
this-
carry your, I guess you have to bring your things every
Yeah.
time, but
one.
and then Citadel is also there,
they all play out of it.
and Citadel has their own locker room too.
But you guys
and-
used to play out of Wilmington for a bit, didn't you?
Yeah. Sometimes we go back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you guys also don't have a home there, I guess.
No.
They don't like us there.
No, they really don't like us there.
Oh no.
I'm not going to ask because I'm afraid that I'm going to have to cut this out of the podcast. So on the games where you have doubleheaders in Charleston, do you guys drive back and forth?
It depends on what time the games
Oh,
are. Honestly, like, this upcoming weekend, we have a game at 8 o'clock on Friday and 1 o'clock. So we'd have to like go home for a little bit and then just come right back because it's almost like 2.5 hours.
Oof.
So we have a hotel, and it's it's like right across the street, so it's not too bad. But
Yeah, but like when we play at UNCW, like because we go play them every year, we have 2 back-to-back 10 p.m. games. So we're like off the ice at like 1, on the road at 1:30, home by like 3:30, 4 o'clock.
that's not
sleep
even
all
the craziest
day,
one either.
get up, do it again.
And like, I'm sorry, I need a minute. I need like 12 hours of sleep to be a functioning human.
That's crazy, yeah.
And you do this, and you said this is not the worst. This is not even the worst one.
No.
No.
Last year we played App State, and it was on my birthday. I turned 19 in the second period.
And then,
No.
But our game kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. So like our puck drop wasn't until like 11:15.
Yeah.
How do they do
Night?
like?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where are the regulations here?
There
like
are
how?
none.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
0.
Okay.
And then we were playing in Winston-Salem, so that's like, what was it, like 5 hours on a bus?
Yeah.
And North Carolina.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was like 5 hours on a bus.
I'm
so we
working
were-
on my American geography. Sorry.
And we got home at like 6 in the morning.
Yeah. That one was bad.
That was
That was
awful.
the worst one, I think.
And you guys are expected to just be, and like this is like a voluntary thing, right? Like you guys are like, hey, like, I want to be on this club team.
Yes.
Yeah, we actually, it's pay to play. We don't get, do we get anything from school?
Yeah, do you guys get anything?
They
from
just
school?
bought us hockey balls, actually. That's
Yeah,
what
they brought us street hockey balls.
Oh, that's exciting.
Per
Do they know you guys
request.
play with pucks?
Yeah. Well, we have like dry land training and stuff too,
Oh,
because
yeah.
we never get ice. So
Have you guys gone over to the hockey rink in Market Common?
Where's that?
Do you know? So in Market Common, there is this, it looks like a hockey rink, but it's just like tile basically. And there are leagues around here
Yeah.
that are like rollerblading hockey leagues. I did a story on them last year.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, they go over and they play hockey there.
I was just there the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go there sometimes just for fun, but we don't do any like,
Yeah, not like real team practice,
Yeah.
just like mess around and play.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So is UNCW like a big rival of your guys' now, since we won't explore the reason they
reason why
don't like
people
you, but
play
is it a
other
big
ice.
rivalry?
I don't know.
I like,
take that
He's like, I got kicked out of the last game. I can't talk about it.
well, I know it's a huge rivalry game for me personally.
Oh,
I also
okay.
think so it is for the team as well. But again, I'm from the Apex, North Carolina area, so a bunch of my friends that I grew up playing with go and play at UNCW. So, like, that's just a good chance for me to kind of stick it
very
to them a
funny.
little bit.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
So then, Matt, for you, coming down from PA here,
Yeah.
that's a choice.
Yeah.
What is it? It's not really a choice. You get to go be at the beach. But like, if you love hockey so much that you pay to play here, but there's so many places in between. Like, how did you end up here?
Well, really, it started by I was looking at schools that had a marine science program and a hockey team, which, believe it or not, there's actually a few. And most of them are in Florida.
Oh,
That,
makes
that would
sense.
make sense.
Yeah, like Florida Gulf Coast, USF, a couple other places. Florida Atlantic University, they all have hockey teams, and they're all like beachy schools. But this was a lot closer, and the reason I chose this over those schools was because I went there for a visit, and I looked at my dad, and I was like, I'm never gonna make it. Like this, I would never go to class. Like I would just never do it. I couldn't. It looked like a resort. I was like, I can't do it. I came here, and it was like brick buildings. Like I know I'm gonna do my homework. It looks like a school.
It's far enough from the beach, but close enough to the beach, kind of
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
perfect situation. Yeah.
Oh, I honestly don't think I could. Knowing how close they are to the beach, I couldn't. Like, I would always be at the beach. And I mean, UNCW isn't any better. I mean, I point at you as if you go to, you don't go to UNCW.
He has a gripe with them.
He has a gripe with them. But no, I couldn't do it. So honestly, kudos for you guys, not only being students and athletes, but actually being in class. And you got 100% on a test recently.
That's true.
Yeah.
There you go, a math test of all things.
Yeah, I'm not good at math.
But like
Too many
the
pucks to the head.
What did you say?
I'm not good at math. Too many pucks to the head.
What is it? What is
know
your
what?
major?
I'm a recreation sports management major.
Oh, okay.
That's a good
That
good
is-
athlete major.
Yeah, that is. It's very fun.
No offense.
No, I mean it's like
Kinesiology is another one too.
no, it's too hard. Too much memorization.
Hey, I went to school for communications. I didn't have to take a single math or science, so I'm fine.
See, I had to take, so my broadcasting degree is a Bachelor of Science. So I had to take like science and math classes, which never made any sense for me because you stand in front of a camera and talk and they're like, you need math and science.
I always thought it was interesting when they put like journalism or media classes under BS degrees, like Bachelor of Science.
Yeah,
And I'm like, where's the science behind it?
that's
the social science.
That's what mine is too.
Really?
Yeah, mine's a Bachelor of Science.
So you have to take science classes.
Well, I'm taking cooking with chemistry as an online class.
That is
Over
not
the
a
summer.
real thing.
Yes, it is.
I take Pilates right now.
Okay, that's different. I took Pilates, but like that's
ballroom dancing.
that was like a 1 credit like kinesiology class that you're like, oh, you needed to like fill your semester.
Yeah, no, that's my lab is cooking with chemistry.
Wow. That's why he goes to college at the beach. Meanwhile, in the Midwest, we're like freezing like halfway through the year. We stay indoors. We have to take online classes, but sometimes they make you walk anyways.
Yeah, I've walked through many a blizzard to class in Syracuse.
Yeah, I thought coming here I wouldn't have to, and then all of a
then
sudden.
last week.
Okay, you guys got 2 days of it, and it was like work from home.
All right,
Town
but
shut down. They didn't know what to do.
No, isn't that funny?
Well,
Like
they're
as somebody
house.
like from the north, it's hilarious.
They're like, don't go on the roads. And I was, it's not that bad. Like,
She was out there reporting with Mary
yeah.
Margaret. Mary Margaret's off camera, but
she's
she is
hiding
here.
over there. But yeah, Mary Margaret and I went out driving, and I'm just telling her like, all right, this is what it feels like to drift around a corner, and like if you slam on your brake, you're not gonna brake, and yeah, it was interesting teaching her all about the snow.
Every show when Tegan had a hit, she goes, "I'm from Syracuse." Starts.
I
Like,
showed my snow brush and everything.
I brought extra snow brushes, people. They had them in my car.
Yeah.
I brought them down with me.
I scraped my car off with my hockey stick.
That's awesome.
Fair. Usually,
That's innovation.
growing up, or like especially like in college when I was like too tired to get rid of it, I was like either use an arm, and if there was like
Like that thin sheet of ice.
a thin sheet of ice, I would take my student ID and go just like to make a perfect square, which is illegal. I get this, but I don't do it anymore. It's fine.
I know somebody that used a dustpan to clear off the snow, and I was like, that's a choice.
Yeah,
That's
but it
asking for a new windshield.
That's
better than the people who like dump hot water on them.
Or the
That just breaks. Doesn't that just break the glass?
Yeah.
That's just the people that.
Absolutely.
That's just the people that are born and raised here.
Yeah, you have no idea. Which, hey, we love you guys, but this is hockey land now.
Yeah. But also, don't drive in the snow because,
Excuse me.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
I had
bad.
some thoughts about people driving in the snow that had South Carolina plates, so.
You know what? Hey, I
Sorry,
got South
guys.
Carolina plates. Okay, but hold on. We were talking about, I know we get really off topic here. We were talking about, I caught myself say about that time.
You're Canadian.
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
okay.
We were talking about how you guys fund the program. You guys pay,
Oh, yeah.
pay your way in.
Yeah.
But where does everything else come from?
We do a lot of fundraising with like local businesses. Like we do every year, Stella's Ice Cream. We'll go outside and like
I'm listening.
we play cornhole in the front area and then like hold the door for people and say like use our code and stuff.
Oh, that's
We get a
nice.
percentage there. We get a percentage. We did Buffalo Wild Wings. The big one though was called a Vertical Raise or Vertical Rise,
Okay.
and we got about $25,000 through that this year.
Yeah.
And what is that? Vertical
It's-
rise.
So this was our fundraiser, Kenny McKenzie. That's him. He does that department.
Oh, Kenny, we missed you. I'd already researched you, and then you weren't coming. So, hi, Kenny.
So that was his idea this year, and it was basically like this guy came into the house and sat us all down and was like, I need 10 emails and like 15 phone numbers from everybody, from like your family or like a business or something. And it's literally just an email that gets sent to them and they donate however much they want. And then they get like a shoot back text like, thank you. And that's all it is. And we got $25,000.
What easy way to ask? You got honestly, some charitable folks that you know your emails to.
Real.
It was cool. He had it up on the TV and you could watch it go up in like real time. So you'd hear like a cha-ching and then it would go. It was pretty cool.
That's satisfying.
Yeah, I think by the time we had left the house, I think we'd already made like $3 or $4 grand.
Yeah, we were all very surprised. It
Yeah,
was
we
kinda
were all
crazy.
like, what?
You say the house. Do you guys like all live together? Is it like a
No,
full?
well, there's a couple different houses that are just like.
Oh,
hockey-
so you guys were just like
hockey
all
houses.
watching it from somebody's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, oh, it's like a frat, but for hockey. No, but you guys also do other ones that I've seen because, again, I try to do as much research as I can. You guys do like T-shirt sales and hat sales and stuff.
Yep.
Some of the coolest stuff that I've missed out on because
Are you bringing up the
That's what we got on right now.
that we
Yeah.
saw?
I'm wearing.
the football game?
I'm about to.
I figured. Okay.
Thanks for stepping
Well,
on
I
my
was
intro.
curious.
Just kidding. No, I saw this hat, which made me think about it because I saw that was part of the fundraiser or one of the fundraisers or something. You guys also did some comfort color shirts too. They're like frockets, like the frat shirts
With the front part, yeah.
Yeah.
I just had never heard them referred to as frockets.
Me neither.
Really?
I've never heard that either.
Really?
Yeah. Frock.
Frockets?
Front pocket.
Well,
I thought you were calling the shirt a frocket. And
no,
like,
I was
what?
trying to do this.
No, yeah, I know the front
Anyways.
pocket. Yeah.
And some of the coolest stuff, and I'm like, dang, I would have loved that, but then I've always missed it. How often do you guys do those things? I'll get to your point in a second, Keegan.
We usually try to do at least one a semester.
Okay.
I know the hats, last year we just kind of got them as a team because we thought they were cool. But this year we figured we'd kind of turn it into a bit of a fundraiser and kind of help us make money. And I think we sold close to 50, maybe 60. And that's it, but that's including us as well. So,
So 3, 4? I'm kidding, I'm sorry. Now the point that Tegan was trying to make. How do we get a jersey? Where are they?
We were, okay.
How do we support that?
To give context, we were at one of the Coastal football games. I think it was the bowl game, honestly.
It was Myrtle Beach not
And-
Classic, Myrtle Beach bowl game.
Yes, and we see this guy walk by us in a hockey jersey, and she just immediately turns and is like, I have to go find out how he got that.
I did. I literally went up to the man and startled him.
Yeah, and he was like, he won it in like a giveaway at a game or something. So
you
yeah.
can buy them at the Shoptail Nation stores.
Can you really?
Yeah.
I was on the website today and I could not find it.
They're not on the website, I don't think. They're in, like, I think you can only get them in person.
Oh, in person.
I think
Yeah.
Hackler might have them too, but I feel like I've seen them there once, but they're not like.
So when I went on the
Obviously.
Hackler website, again, I don't know if they're in person, but when I went on the Hackler website, they were like, hey, please read before ordering. And it was a part of a fundraiser, so that link online doesn't work. But I might have to go in store.
you might have to.
Yeah,
I love
think,
hockey jerseys.
and I'm 90% sure we get a percentage from that as well.
They better get 100%. These men have to travel to Wilmington to get beat up at 10 p.m. and then drive home every day.
And then
I'm
do
kidding.
it, and then do
We're
it
not the
again.
ones getting beat up.
And then, see, flex. Anyways, that was actually one of my big questions, is because I so wanted one ever since I saw it back in December. And actually, one of our other digital guys, Michael, was like, I would 100% buy a jersey. So moral of the story is, if you do a fundraiser and it's like a jersey, just let the general public here at WMBF know.
Yeah.
We'll get you some sales.
Yeah.
Sweet.
This is a really great question that Mary Margaret and I were talking about today. Because you don't technically, this is not home base for you guys, do you have like a large fan base that follow you to Charleston to come down?
Absolutely not.
No. Mom?
Do you have like friends?
Sometimes.
that, like-
Friends?
No, our friends, like, they'll come like maybe once, and then they'll be like, yeah, this drive sucks. I don't know how you guys do this all the time. And then we're like,
Do you guys like stream your games? Like, can they
Yes.
watch?
yes. Yeah, we stream
Where can
it
we watch them?
on YouTube.
Oh, really?
The YouTube channel is like, I think it's CCU Ice Hockey or something like that.
I will confirm that, and I will throw that in the links below on this YouTube, or on this YouTube stream if you're listening. Just so we can get you some streams too. Do you guys have a lot of streamers?
26 when I saw it last.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's nice.
I'll throw that.
And
I'll
I think,
throw.
and we dress 21, 22, so like, it's really like 4.
Do you have your? Oh, I mean like subscribe. Oh, okay, well
Yeah, I see.
we have to subscribe.
Yeah,
we have to give them a couple extra.
Then you'll have some more
If
subscribers.
you're lucky enough, you might get Burger as commentator.
Really?
Yeah.
So wait, is it like somebody streaming for you? Like it's just
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. We have like there's a stand. They have a phone up there. They stream it and all that.
Did you say that his name was Burger? Did I hear that?
Burger.
His,
Burger, yeah.
his legal last name is Burger.
Wow. What a good, like that's a good way to have like an easy like nickname, you know? What?
So does he just like stand behind the phone with like a headset on and just does like play-by-play, or?
Or is it usually just quiet?
Well, most of the time it's quiet, but when like if he was hurt, I think, or scratched or whatever, he just stands behind the guy taking the video and just talks. He's actually pretty good at it.
No, he
I mean,
actually does a
like
great, he does a
that.
great
Yeah.
play-by-play.
He's pretty good at it. I make fun of him, but he's really good at it.
Burger, we can't wait to hear ya. So then have you ever talked to the university about playing anywhere closer?
There isn't anywhere
There's
closer.
really-
Have you
the
asked them
closest
to
rink is
build you a
Wilmington.
hockey rink?
That's, yeah.
And they just laugh at you, or
It's
what?
just like doesn't really get anywhere. But
Because they're just like, okay, and then
Yeah.
that's it. Because if Coastal were to build one, where are they gonna put it? Like in the middle of 501?
even if
Honestly,
it
at
was
this
like
point, it's about as much traffic if you do.
even if it was like 20 minutes away, not even like on campus, it's still better than 2 hours.
in 2 hours.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, they're building a new athletic arena and a couple of other things.
Isn't
I
it a
get mad
multi-purpose
every time
arena?
every time I go by that. I get so mad. I'll be honest. Like, that should be a hockey rink.
Oh, the
Not even a
complex?
football
The
field.
Well,
indoor
so they're
field?
building the complex, but then also they've got in their like grand plan like this new basketball arena that they're building. So
Isn't there that multi-purpose building though that
Yeah,
couldn't you convert? Like they convert the worst things into.
the multi-purpose building.
CCU is building a multi-purpose building.
Oh, well, yeah, that's like the arena. It's gonna be like an arena and like a convocation center and
Yeah.
something else.
But like it says it in the name, multi-purpose.
Could be like the Wells Fargo Center in Philly. They have the Sixers games and the Flyers games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which blew my mind. I don't know how it didn't occur to me that they put the ice under everything and then they just take everything off the ice. I don't know how I thought things were done, but I just thought they just melted the ice and redid it every time.
Hey, I mean,
Not the way it goes.
I'm bringing up Syracuse again. The Dome in Syracuse. So the football games and basketball games happen in there, and then throughout the years, they've had Syracuse crunch games there. Like they have created an ice rink in there for the crunch games,
There you go.
but they won't do that here. So,
put an ice rink on Brooks.
yeah,
On Brooks.
yeah, exactly.
That's big enough.
Brooks is
that's
big.
plenty big.
That would work.
Teal turf, ice rink, what could go wrong?
You mean like that teal glow underneath it?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sick. I'd
Teal
watch.
ice maybe?
Teal house?
Teal
Teal
ice.
ice.
Teal ice.
Teal ice.
I was like teal house. All right.
That would be weird. Teal ice.
Teal ice.
Honestly, that would.
How would you?
Like with the lines and everything, that would throw me off.
Yeah.
Because you guys actually have colored lines.
That'd be tough.
So I was looking at your schedule, and we talked about this before. You guys have different divisions within your division, but how do you decide on your schedule? Because I thought I saw on your Instagram that like games have been added even partway through the season.
So the first semester is usually non-league play, so we can really play anybody that wants to play us. Like, we were in Tampa, playing University of South Florida, which was a lot of fun.
That was a fun trip.
Yeah. Second semester
You
is
guys,
usually
sorry, do you take a bus down for that trip?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then the second semesters are usually league play. So everybody that's in our division, that's when we play them. But the first semester is just kind of like, we can really do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we typically play like a lot of really, really, really strong teams. Like we played the University of South Carolina, their Division I club team, who just recently won the like AAU Division I national championship.
Didn't you win again the game against them? Or no?
Almost.
We almost did.
If we didn't play the third period, it would have been a tie. But
Yeah.
Then we lost by a
If we didn't play a third period.
It was 4-4 going into the third, and then it wasn't.
Were you in the net?
Yeah.
Oh,
For
sorry.
the first half of the third period.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. But I've seen like on your schedule there was I don't think I printed it, but like you play games where you like blow out a team 10-3. Who was that recently?
High Point.
High Point, and
Yeah.
then the next game you
Sucked.
overtime. Yeah.
Yeah.
like that's
It's hard to beat the same team twice. I've heard that my entire career, which I still believe because it is.
but you did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did it.
But it's just now. Do you feel bad for that goalie, Jack? 10 goals. Do you feel a little bad?
No.
He's saying yes. You're
Mixed
saying no.
reactions.
I feel bad for him.
Like
He's on
as
my
a
team.
goalie to another goalie, you're like, oh, I do feel
Well,
kind of
I
bad
think
for
he
him.
gave up like 8. So.
Oh, and then they pulled him.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the game. If you don't make the save, it goes in, and that really just
Thank you for
kinda sucks for you.
explaining how does hockey work.
That just kind of sucks for him.
That's actually like the goalie chapter in How to Play Hockey for Dummies.
Yeah.
If it goes in, it's goal.
Yeah, if it goes in, you didn't do your job. Yeah.
Honestly, though, so I used to have a couple friends who were goalies, and they always compared themselves to pitchers, where like you're almost like a special team in yourself. Like you're.
You can call
I don't
me
want to call you
it's
weird.
fine.
I just,
You
like,
can call me weird.
you have your own ritual. Do you have your own ritual when it comes?
Aggressively superstitious.
Really?
Yeah.
What do
Are
you
you allowed
do?
to share your superstition?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just like,
I did. Like, he's like, you can call me weird, it's fine. All right.
like same like warm up, same stretches. Like everything is the same every game. Like how I prepare for a game has been the same. I mean, I've obviously like added things as I've gone through like my hockey career, but it's been fundamentally the same pretty much the entire time I played hockey.
Did you put all your left gear on first, then your right gear?
I used to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
And then
left
I
skate.
like forgot to do it one day, and I think I just played fine. So I was like, all right, let's
You're like, oh, I broke the
Never
curse.
mind.
Yeah, it's left skate before right skate, and then left pad before right pad, and it's just like it's not even like it's not a superstition at this point. It's just like how I
Routine.
just do it. Yeah.
That's wild.
Is left before right like a basic like?
No, it was just like, it was.
Because I think I put my right figure skate on first. If I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've ever thought
put
to put
on
my left
whichever foot is
first.
coldest. Whichever skate I grab.
Whichever one.
Whichever one's ready for me. Oh gosh, it's been a while since we've had a podcast.
We're getting more distracted.
We
today.
are. This is why usually there's a third person with us, because he usually keeps us on track.
True. I will say though, we have not talked about food yet. That's usually something we
We
get
usually
distracted
do talk
by.
about food.
We talked about pizza one episode for like, I swear, 25 minutes.
I think we actually talked about it for 3 episodes. And then Pop-Tarts for the Pop-Tart.
We talked about Pop-Tarts. We talked about tea, which is not food, it's a drink, but still. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we talked about a lot of food. Anyways, back to hockey.
Do you have food in your ritual?
No.
He's very particular about his water bottle too.
Yeah,
Oh.
I am very particular about my water
Anyone
bottle.
try to like prank you with it, or do you get really mad?
No, I think I would actually kill someone.
Whoa.
Like,
We'll just like bleep it. It's fine. Is it like a like
Is it a coastal water bottle?
like?
no, we
It's
just
got
have
to
like,
be BioSteel.
yeah, because it's, I like one of the water, like the other water bottles, like they don't, like the water doesn't come out right. It's like, I've got to squeeze it too hard and I don't like it.
They're human just like us.
I used to have a
That's-
lot of weird ones, but not so much anymore.
Like what?
Like the left and right first. I have to go on the ice and not touch a puck for a lap, and then I can start stick handling. I do the same stretches, like same spot, same order every time. And then for the first time ever, I fell over when I was doing them, and I smashed my face on the ice. So it was not funny, but
You guys
it
wear
was a little
visors?
funny.
No,
I wish we could.
Yeah,
I
we
would
have to
one.
wear cages.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to wear cages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least then you had your cage on, but that still hurt.
Yeah.
Smacking it into
Straight
your
up
face.
ice.
Oh gosh. You guys can't wear visors.
No.
I wish. That'd be cool.
That's well, because we follow NCAA rules.
I have a lot less teeth probably, but
Like our like ruling, like the rules we follow, like
Yeah.
for like equipment,
Yeah.
like play and stuff like that is all NCAA.
Have I just not been watching college hockey long enough, or like for so long that I didn't realize that they wear
You
cages?
are way more. I mean, I think. Yeah, they wear cages. I don't know.
That's wild
I think
to
I
me.
wouldn't have questioned that.
I'm watching too much pro hockey. All right. This is a little bit of a stretch here. So I think I looked at your roster.
She just wrote. I'm looking at her paper. She wrote, "Where do I get a jersey?" in bold, underlined.
Because it was going to be my last question, but you really jumped ahead.
Well, you were talking about merch.
I
It would have been
know.
weird to bring it up again later.
When is it not weird with me?
Never, but still.
Exactly. So I was looking at your roster, and we talked about it previously. You guys have a lot of kids from Massachusetts, a lot of kids
Yep.
from, what is it, PA, New Hampshire, all that stuff.
Yeah.
New York.
The furthest south we got is you.
Yep. Yeah, I'm about 3 hours north from here.
So is it like, because I assume there's tryouts if there's too many players, yeah?
Yeah.
yes.
Is there ever like a South Carolina kid who's tried out and just not made the team? Or just,
We had one at the interest meeting, and I don't know if he ever came to tryouts.
Oh.
Did he?
Maybe. We have a couple kids that like come to tryouts, but we don't have to make cuts. It's just kids that just don't show up to the second tryout.
Oh.
That's usually what it is.
Got it.
survival of the fittest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever's left
whoever
at the
shows
end,
up.
this is you.
Yeah, because a lot of people get deterred from the drive and like the schedule and all that and how time consuming it is, but I think it's worth it. It's one of
Yeah.
the best decisions I've made here.
Oh,
That's
that's so sweet. I actually, again, when I was looking them up, this fits really well into him being like, this is the best decision I've ever made. Matt Crouch was nominated by somebody for the Hobie Baker High School Character Award.
Deep cut.
wow.
It was a couple of years ago.
No, high school was, oh my gosh, high school was a couple years ago. Jesus Christ. I think in my head I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, it was like 10 years ago. No, it was like a couple
10 years ago.
2023.
That's a good character thing. He's dedicated to the sport so much. He's like, it's so worth it. I would have given you the nom
How did
there.
you find out about that?
She
That's what I do for a
finds
living.
some of the most interesting things in her research. Like we had one of the CCU broadcasters on, Sam, and you had like scrolled back to a 2018 tweet of his or something about where he was working, and she brings it up, and he was just like, "How did you know that?"
It was a Mexican restaurant.
It was, yes, that's right.
Yeah. And then he was a Swiftie.
He was, yes. She found out he was a Swiftie. Asked about that.
Your Instagram's private. It has one post.
Yeah,
So that
I'm
was
not on it too much. So.
That was not going to help me whatsoever. So it came down to Googling Matt Crouch, realizing that there is a politician named Matt Crouch,
Is there
And
really?
an Australian rugby player too.
and having to type in
Oh.
Matt Crouch hockey and hoping something came up. And
I
when we
didn't
type
know
in
that
hockey.
was even like public knowledge. I thought like.
Yeah, there's a whole thing
mom
about
knew
that
about
you
it.
wrote that I'm gonna read. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna read it now. No, but there's a whole thing about like what you wrote about like, hey, like thanks for nominating me, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet. I thought that was an old picture of you, but I guess it was literally only 2 years old. So
That was at my senior year banquet. I got that. I gave a speech after. So I thought you were gonna pull out my speech too.
well, honestly, I coulda. No, I'm just kidding.
Cut to the video.
Did you win the award?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations! I didn't actually find that. It was just a nominee. It was a nominee page.
It's on my desk at home actually.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Jack, I didn't do that same depth of research for you. I apologize.
That's fine.
But that is also because, hey, Kenny, where are you? Because I did a lot of research on you. You're from Connecticut. Wallington or something? I don't know. Yeah, I did a lot of research. This is what I do. This is the best part about it, is kind of throwing people off.
Wow. Do you guys do like awards at like for your team, like end of the year, like
Yeah.
rookie or?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of awards?
Take that. I wasn't
We
at the banquet last
have
year.
so we have Rookie of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year,
Why is he laughing?
I'll get to some other ones in a second.
Defensive Player of the Year. We have Grinder of the Year.
Grandeur?
Grinder.
Grinder.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like hardest worker.
Yeah, hardest
okay,
worker.
yeah, gotcha.
And then we also have Yuppie of the Year for all the mass guys.
Okay.
So that one gets passed around with joy every year.
That's actually funny that you bring that up, because I did just say I didn't do a lot of research on you, but I did enough. And for some reason, Elite Prospects has you verified. You are a verified player. You were not verified, but they did indicate player types for you. I don't know who
What?
does it. I don't know who indicates this. Like, not goalie. Like, we know
Yeah.
you're a goalie. They listed you as the agitator, the athletic goalie, and the glue guy. I wish I was kidding, but those were his like searchable keywords. Like it literally says agitator, athletic goalie, glue guy.
I have no idea how that got there.
So I need to go find out who did this, because if you hover over them, it tells you like very basic like terms of like, oh, the
Sure.
agitator, somebody who likes to irritate players. Like the athletic goalie.
I do like to do that.
Who likes
yeah.
to move a lot around, like out of his
that's so
net a lot or something. I forget what the glue guy was, but
Holds the team.
Yeah, it's just someone who's always like
Locker room guy.
always
But
around.
I
hangs
vote
out.
that this year you have a glue guy in your nominations. Just somebody who holds the team together.
It's actually not a half bad idea.
There-
Yeah, honestly.
the Palmetto Playbook glue guy of the year.
Yeah. That has a ring to it.
There you go. I just thought that was so funny. And he brought that up, the awards, and I go, oh my gosh. And I forgot because I was just kind of like looking down. I thought that's hilarious. So
That's pretty
to
funny.
you, Jack Shapiro,
I've got
the glue guy.
I've got no idea how that got there. I'm just like,
I'm just going to start adding them now if I figure out how to do it. That is hilarious.
It's a good nickname, the agitator. I
The
like that.
agitator, right?
Yes.
I actually, this is
And
like
it holds up.
completely off kilter, but some books I read. There's a book called The Agitator.
She's a big
series.
reader. Oh,
Yeah, but it's like romance novels. The
I
Agitator
read the other
series.
day.
You read one the other day?
No, not one of those books, but I read for the first time like years the other day.
Oh, no
I
way.
just don't-
Congratulations. What did you read?
It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's very like,
Oh,
don't let them lie to you as a picture book.
no, I really did. I got it's on my desk in my room.
Wow.
I feel like I've seen that one. I think I just spit on you. I'm so
It's a
sorry.
very popular. It's like weird like psychology kind of book.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
like how to like understand feelings, like other people's feelings better.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good.
I picked my self-help book for the year. It's called The Let Them Theory. I'm just saying, let them be them. You just be you. I hope that works.
Do what you do.
We try to do like some sort of either quiz or trivia or like, hey, did you know kind of thing, usually near the end of the podcast. This I thought was so fitting. Last week, before the snow came down, we were talking about cold weather and hockey, and it got brought up that we were talking about like the only team or semi-pro or pro teams that are in South Carolina would technically be right now be the Stingrays in the ECHL, which is down in Charleston.
Yeah.
But how there used to be a team called the Florence Pride.
I think so. I think that's what it was, which I didn't know they existed until Michael told me that maybe.
Last week. And Michael also brought up, because he was just, by happenstance, he Googled it when he sent an image of it, that the Florence Pride actually relocated to Myrtle Beach. They were supposed to be a team. However, they were supposed to be called the Myrtle Beach Thunderbolts
With a Z.
Oh, God.
So after the Pride's 2004-2005 season, they moved to Myrtle Beach. However, the construction planned on a 7,000-seat arena on the campus of CCU stalled. And the ECHL got involved and was like, hey, you're not going to give us an arena, we're going to pull the team. And there was the team that almost was in Myrtle Beach. You could have had your 7,000-seat arena in
Makes
Myrtle
my
Beach.
heart hurt. I did not know that was.
That was in 2004.
It was supposed to be where HTC is. I heard about that. It was supposed to be where HTC is.
That would have been amazing.
That whole building was going to be.
Honestly, this is just my last, actually it will not be my last. I will continue to say this. Bring a rink.
Please.
There's enough imports here, you know, like not a single, I mean, I guess you're from
enough
the Carolinas.
Yeah.
I don't like to say Yankees because
I can
I
say
feel
it
like
because I'm a
I could get
Yankee.
shot on sight. I'm Canadian. I'm a Canuck. But there's enough imports here.
Yes.
There's enough people here who would enjoy it. And like, we're like long-term imports.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
And even like Friday night, skate around the rink, like
Right.
it would bring
God, they
more
would
money
make,
in. Like
put it 10 minutes from Coastal's campus and a bar upstairs, and you will make millions.
Putting a bar upstairs, that is a liability.
Well, that's no. In like back home, there's a rink called Twin Rinks, and on Friday it's teen night. So like you can go and like skate, and there is a bar upstairs, and all the parents hang out up there, and they watch their teens skate.
like a bowling alley. So a little bit of Canadianism for you. We also, obviously, we had ODRs. It was so cold. You could have an ODR 8 months of the year. Okay.
What is an ODR?
Like an outdoor rink.
Oh, I've never
didn't wanna
heard
say
it
the word
referred to
out.
that way.
Really?
No. I mean, we have an outdoor rink in Cuse, but I just had never heard somebody say ODR.
We had outdoor rinks, lots of them. But we also had indoor rinks, and usually partway through the season, depending, like some of the rinks would be divided, and you'd have curling rinks too. And so like a lot of like my childhood growing up was like my dad would play hockey and I would be on the other side curling with my friends. And that was like a big Canadian thing growing up. Like you had to like curl, like in your, like when your gym class, like what do you call them? Like when your gym
Electives.
elective kind of things
Yeah.
was like you had to participate in curling, and then at the end you participated in a Bonspiel, which is a curling tournament, and like you
Why
won
does it
the
have
award.
a fancy name?
Yeah, a Bonspiel,
Yeah.
which is Bonspiel, Bonspiel. Yeah.
Have
So-
you guys ever done curling?
Never.
It's a lot.
I haven't, but I know my parents have, because there's like sometimes like the rinks, they shut down the rinks, and there's like the circles on the ice.
See? No, and it's a lot of fun. And it made me think about it because you were talking about drinking upstairs and playing curling downstairs.
I don't do that.
No, of course
not, of course not.
He was just
No.
pointing out that there should be a bar upstairs. That is all.
For
parents and people of
adults.
age.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yep.
I'm kidding. But no, I was thinking about it because curling, they just drink on the ice. You just curl and you drink. Of age.
The rink where I learned how to play hockey, actually, there was two, and then they like closed the one section off because a curling organization bought the second rink.
What?
I've never seen anybody in there either.
What?
Never. And they stole my rink from me. So
They stole my ring.
It's probably like
He's had a lot of trauma about not having ice. Could you please not steal anymore?
Please.
That's amazing. All right. Well, we'll wrap up. Is there anything you guys want to tell us or share with our listeners about CCU Club Hockey that we haven't touched on, or where we can watch who you're playing next?
Facts.
we're playing College of Charleston at Carolina Ice Palace, 8 p.m. Friday.
8 p.m. Friday.
This episode comes out at noon. You've got 8 hours.
You have
until
8
you
hours
can
to
watch
get
it.
there. You've now heard it.
And
Get there.
we also play at 1 on Saturday. So
1 p.m.
1 p.m.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh, 1 a.m. You're already here. Let's just start again.
Yeah, 1 p.m. Saturday. So a little bit
and-
more time.
Is there admission?
No.
No.
It's free.
Yeah.
Wow.
Free 99.
I mean,
Wow.
if you want to, like, give us a little, I mean, I'm not going to.
They'll just
Donations are
He's gonna be standing at the
appreciated.
door with one of those like the Salvation Army
Yeah,
jars.
ringing the bell.
You can just
The bell, exactly.
toss it in.
Yeah, it'll buy like 3 water bottles and we'll call it a day.
Nice. All right. Well, if you also want, and then do you guys have like anywhere that they can donate to the club hockey, like that goes around all year round, or is it just fundraisers that kind of happen throughout the year?
Mostly just pop-ups. Like that one, the email fundraiser lasted 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there
And
any socials that they can like follow you on to
Yeah.
see those?
Follow, it's, the Instagram is at CCU _ ice hockey. Twitter is again something like that.
I think it's all the same.
Yeah, I
Probably
think it's all the
Google
same.
CCU ice hockey.
Yeah, and then
Or X.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
and then on our website, I think everything is linked as well. So
There you go. If you
Coolio.
want to fundraise or you want that jersey that I'm going to make sure there's a fundraiser for, or even one of the cool hats that he's wearing,
True.
take a look at their social media. Keep up with them. Make sure that you see when those fundraisers happen so you can get a cool hat, get some cool swag, donate to a good cause. This is the good cause. And go check out the hockey games because you guys only have a couple more this season
Yeah.
yeah,
before playoffs.
yeah.
And then
Hopefully
do playoffs.
a lot more.
And playoffs happen locally, like in Charleston.
Winston-Salem.
Winston-Salem.
Ah.
That's like kind of local, right? Like the
Yeah.
Carolinas.
Yeah.
That's North Carolina, right?
The Nationals are in Jacksonville, Florida.
Ooh.
You know, when you're tired of this coast, just drive down to Florida. Is that drivable?
Yeah.
Bus
I mean,
trip,
you guys
Yeah.
drive.
What is it?
Obviously.
9 hours or something?
Something like that.
Jacksonville's a little bit less than that.
Okay.
See,
Not
we're
bad.
giving you guys plans on the weekends.
Yeah.
Not like you don't have anything.
And a trip to Florida.
See,
Take a trip to Florida. Why not? I heard it's hotter down there.
Hit the Hard Rock Casino.
If you're of age and
if
you can.
you're 18,
Absolutely.
and you can gamble. Yeah.
All right, we rambled
don't
long
endorse
enough. We rambled long enough. We did it. We made it through the first episode of 2025 talking about my favorite sport, and I'm so excited. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you.
We hope that you can make it a 4-peat? 4-peat.
Well, we lost
we
last
lost
year,
last
so.
Oh, uncomfortable. Are we not? Oh, it's 2025.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We hope you can start a new
New winning streak.
winning
Yeah.
streak.
Yeah, that's the goal.
So check them out. Like I said, CCU _ ice hockey on Instagram, or check them out through the CCU website. It's the best way to find them.
Yep.
Thank you. Thanks for having us on. This
Yeah,
was
thank
awesome.
Not a
you.
problem, guys.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.